Hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, birthday girl. Woohoo!
That's right.
He's wearing red in my honor.
That's exactly right.
And I'm wearing my lucky hat. Why? Because I was already lucky on my birthday.
Yes.
Just a little lottery win that made my day. So it was kind of nice. Instant scratch-off ticket. I wowed the person behind the desk because I said to her, I'm going to have some birthday luck today. And I walked out to my car and scratched off the ticket, and I came back in and said, birthday luck is real, girl.
You betcha.
You betcha.
But you always are a little lucky that way around your birthday,
right.
aren't you?
You know I am.
Mm-hmm. I see Dr. Victor is back. Hi. And Namira. Sunshine. Thank you, everyone.
And I see Tim has joined us, who shares a birthday with me. Wow, well, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Tim.
Now, Tim, normally the situation is, I just thought I'd throw this out there. If you want a free birthday reading from us, we have to have them scheduled in advance, but we do them here on the show. We're going to do mine today because I scheduled it well in advance. And so pick a date, like we're here on Sundays and Thursday nights. And so Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m., we could do your birthday reading.
So let us know.
So let us know. And happy birthday to Ari as well, who had a birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yesterday.
I caught that earlier. I went to a store on Friday after oral surgery, but I wanted to do some shopping for the birthday girl, and I went to a proprietor of a metaphysical shop we've gone to before. They've moved into a new location, so this was my first time at their new location. And I mentioned I was getting the birthday girl some gifts from there, and she said that her birthday was yesterday, April 18th.
Wow, so
happy
yeah.
birthday, all you
guys. A lot of
guys.
birthdays around this time. And used to be, and tomorrow, as a matter of fact, is my late Aunt Eleanor's birthday. She was born on the 20th, and on the same day as me, my Uncle Ike, my late Uncle Ike, was born as well. So, yeah, forget about that.
Well, our
Maybe
son takes
lucky.
the cake for that because there are no less than 4 other people in our, family that share his birthday, including a great grandfather or possibly great.
So everybody enjoy their birthdays. And so, like I said, if you ever want, you can see how we do the birthday reading as we do mine here. But let me do the card for the collective first, then we'll get on with the show, because I don't want to keep people waiting. And it's been a whirlwind here. I mean, it's been such an odd morning. We don't get a lot of groundhogs in our area, but one popped up in my tree out here today for me to see before I hopped off to my lottery store and won a little money. And then I went to buy some ice cream, and I'm standing outside, and it starts snowing on me while I'm waiting for him to get the ice cream. And I tell him that, and as soon as I tell him that, the snow stops. And then I go out to my, and then as I get the stuff from him, because I stand outside and wait, and I'm walking to my car, the snow started again and was snowing all over me. And I'm like, is this just for me? What is going on here? It was very strange. Strange morning so far, and a lucky one.
Angel and Celie have joined us.
In that order?
And thank you for the birthday greetings.
Thank you.
You guys.
And in typical fashion, I won some money, and Mr. O has car repair. He's got to take his car in somewhere. The battery's draining, and so, I always tend to do that too. I win a little money when we have to spend a little money.
Yeah.
It just kind of evens out, and I don't mind that. All right. I guess you're right about that area. I have a lot of October birthdays as well. A few March. There's March in my family, absolutely. Using the Season of the Witch by
Lorraine Anderson and Juliet Diaz.
Lorianne Anderson. And this is a nice one that we should all keep in mind. It's about boundaries. Boundaries are sewn into the parts of who you are, for they are not to be crossed.
That's number 3.
All right, number 3.
There was a time where I had more friends born in October. I still have a couple, but not as many as I used to have. And kind of the same thing with March. I had a few more, and now I have less for sure.
Boundaries, self-respect, sewn into the parts of who you are, for they are not to be crossed. Self-love can be expressed in many different ways. Sometimes it needs to manifest in a spa day with girlfriends, getting up to exercise or sleeping in later than usual. While at other times it manifests in a need to set and enforce boundaries so that no one person completely drains you of your energy. No one is allowed or even needs to take all of you. No one has the right to demand all of your time, energy, or resources, or any part of who you are. That's not selfish. It's to keep some things for yourself, and doing so is a sign of self-respect and an understanding you cannot give what you do not have. Imagine trying to give more of your time when you don't have enough in the day to do what's already on your plate. Imagine spending more money when you're already in debt, or giving more of your energy to make someone else happy when you've been depressed for a very long time. You have pulled boundaries because you are giving too much of yourself away without recharging your batteries. You are encouraged to say no more often, or at the very least, not right now. Know that this is for the good of everyone in your personal orbit, that you will have so much more to give once you are in proper place of balance. Additionally, make sure to follow through with any boundaries you've set, as other people will push your limits to see how much you are willing to bend to their desires. Stay committed to yourself and stand your ground. And even we have some political leaders, right, who want to push those limits and see how many boundaries they can cross. There are always people like this, in leadership, not in leadership. So we have to protect ourselves, and sometimes we really need to stand our ground and say no. No is not a bad thing. We need to say no more often, especially when, it's jeopardizing our own well-being, right?
I think we're in an era or a time right now where more people are becoming more assertive about that sense of boundaries, and mostly just because people laxed off and were taken advantage of in various ways. And I think people finally realized, not everybody has your best interest at heart, no matter how sincere they seem to be, or even if they do think they are, it may not be really what's right for you.
Can you come up?
Hey, Sonny.
He can't come up. He's in a quandary here. Hold on. All right. Come on. Can you come up? There. All right, here he is. Here he is, the real star of the show.
On his throne.
All right, that's what we have for the collective, really. Draw a line and adhere to it. Hey, make some exceptions if you feel you need to, but it's your line, and you decide who gets to cross it and when. Good luck with that. All right.
All right, so we'll put you down for that, Ari. We'll be happy to do that. And normally what we do is we do the birthday reading right after the card for the collective. We just want to, focus on that and get that done before the regular readings. So even if you can't make it Thursday, or if you make it later, just know that your birthday reading will be earlier in the program. And of course, it's always there. We don't delete these, so you'll always be able to refer back to that too if you want.
Let's get going.
Alrighty. So who's up?
I think I'm up to 12 people now. I think I've got everybody on the list. Who's up? It's me.
Oh, that's right. And
oh my gosh.
And I said I had the birthday reading, but it's actually
he lied. I asked him before the show. And what deck are you going to use for me? Have you arranged all the cards to be upright?
No, why would I do that?
No, we do not do that.
There's a sign of that. Well, do you want to pick one of my decks? You see a few
I
here.
don't care. Pick one. Pick one for me. I like that shiny reddish one there.
Okay, and that's my relatively new one. That was a gift from a friend of ours. And it's a local deck. It's made in Michigan. The Phantom Queen.
Okay. Let's just do...
For my Phantom Queen.
Ah.
The Banshee.
I am queen for the day.
And of course, a lot of the Phantom Queen revolves around the mythos of the Morrigan. So if you are Celtic or Morrigan influenced, you might like a deck like this.
The Sunman has arrived. My birthday boy. Well, he's here to wish me a happy birthday, I'm sure. I'm sure that's it.
Now, do we both shuffle?
No, not for my birthday reading.
All right.
It's all on you.
Oh, great.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. No.
Have you asked that one before? You asked something similar, I think, Ari. I'm not sure.
You know, Banshee always says that she likes and gets along with Scorpio men, obviously, but never quite relates as strongly to Scorpio women, with the exception of my mother.
Yeah, I got along with his mom okay. I just didn't cop to her BS, and she didn't cop to mine. We seemed to have an understanding.
And coincidentally, she was only born a few days from moi in the Scorpio realm. Alrighty, so question 1. Would you like to read it or pass that over to me?
Question 1 is the gift that I received last year that I can use to make the most out of this year.
And it's the upright 8 of Pentacles. And maybe that's the sense of the reward of good work, of following preparation, of being in that moment for doing that, feeling, that allure to the skills. Sometimes I think of the 8 of Pentacles as kind of like a journeyman card, not apprentice so much, but somebody that maybe has moved along to another level there. And so that's that gift you received too, is that maybe in some way you moved beyond a level that was maybe more apprentice or maybe more page or knave-like, and you're now, more like somebody on the road there.
I just feel I work too hard, but it's all pays off in the end, and I love what I do here, and I think too that I always learn something by doing all of this for everybody or my own personal studies. It's an ongoing process. So I'm carrying that into this year. And I think I am, because I started a new show with my In Sync with the Seasons that I'm doing every turn of 4 turns of the season.
All right, card 2 is the gift of the present moment. And it's another 8. It's an upright 8. It's the 8 of Cups. I love that image there. That is so Morrigan Celtic.
Where am I moving to? Where am I traveling?
Well, indeed, the gift of the present moment is the realization that what you need to achieve is still there in front of you, but that you are pretty much moving towards that path. And so I would say it's that realization that that's happening for you. You got the full moon there, so that sort of shows the idea of your intuitive or psychic sense that you know this is correct, that you're moving to fill your cups, even if they are skulls heads.
Well, there I go again. The gift of the present moment. There I go again. Always trying to outdo myself, trying to think of different ways to outdo something I've done. And yeah, I am actually thinking about a couple of other projects. So I'm not surprised by this. And in a way, it's just how we are. You reach one level. We have the world today as our card for the collective. And that's so apropos for a birthday celebration, too. And Ari, I think that could still apply to you and everybody. Tim, everybody with birthdays around this time. You have reached another milestone. You've reached another year of development. And where are you going to go from here? You're going to raise the bar, in the new year. It's a time to raise the bar.
This isn't the regular readings, Lolo. This is Banshee's birthday reading. We do a birthday reading on request. We have to schedule it, of course.
Please.
And this is her birthday reading. So
Lolo,
we will
your reading will come after mine. You're first on the list today, but birthday readings always take precedence. Thank you. I just wanted to...
Okay, that said it better
so
than
we
me.
can do it.
All right.
Be patient with us. We will take your question next.
All right, card 3. The gift from your connections with others in the next year. Thank you, Lolo. She appreciates that, I'm sure. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I do appreciate it.
All right, so the gift from your connections with others in the next year is the moon reversed. And so maybe the associations that you have, the connections, the friendships and things, they kind of help you hone that sense of your intuition. And I kind of like the fact that there's a moon in this card and then we translate over to that moon there. And you know, when the moon is reversed, sometimes it indicates that our psychic powers are uncovering things, or that we are in general uncovering things that we need to know for sure. Go on.
This is so hysterical because I really feel with that card, yeah. I mean, I'm going to learn a lot from all of you in the year ahead and working with your energy in the year ahead and with other people in my life. You know, I always feel like I get so much out of, my connections with others. So in a sense, I am totally not surprised to see this card here.
Well, think about this. Maybe it's really a metaphor for the fact that you, me, other people like us have that relationship with people about uncovering things for them because we're readers. You're a reader. And so this may be a metaphor for that too, is that this is that gift you have and that you use.
Okay.
Card 4. The gift that will help you work on, achieve, or move forward on your dreams or goals.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
And it's the wheel.
That's crazy. I hope this is going to be a lucky year. I'm seeing signs of that.
Yeah, the wheel adds a huge factor of random or not so random good luck vibrations. It sort of is a synergy in a way too, because you could actually say these things were meant to happen. They didn't happen because you were lucky or you prayed or you did, some sort of ritual kind of work for it. They happened because they were probably meant to be. And so putting it in the context of that gift is that realization that you have a destiny and that you are able to influence your own future. You are able to follow the steps you perceive as necessary. When you think about it, it kind of moves through those first 2 cards. The first card is the sense of being prepared and being knowledgeable about how you should direct yourself. And the second card was sort of that sense of being able to focus on that and perceive that.
And with the wheel in this spot, I think it also speaks of timing. Being able to determine when the time is right to do certain things. That's where luck is involved too. Luck and timing go hand in hand. And so, sometimes I've had this urge out of the blue. For example, I'll just use lottery again because I won today as an example, that I didn't plan on it, but I'll go and get a lottery ticket from a particular store and I hit on it. And I mean, it just pops in my head, go do this now. And I decide, okay, I guess I'm going to do it now. And it works. Timing is everything. All
right, card 5, the gift from your spirit guides and or ancestors. What do they want you to know or keep in mind in the next year? 7 of Cups, upright. Well, I think they want you to realize that the future has a lot of potentials for you, and they're only limited by how you really see yourself being able to take advantage of any particular ones. And so some of this says that maybe you could find a way to focus on most or all of them, or some might say, or this could also say too, that your best potential is the one that you carefully kind of lean towards.
This is very sweet because as soon as he pulled that card, I had to laugh because I thought to myself that is the ancestors around me right now. There's at least 7 of them. They want me to know that they're all here. A lot of them are here and have my back.
Cackling.
And that I could call on whichever one I need, at a moment's notice. I just have this feeling when I saw that card. So, awesome.
Well, the final card then is card 6. The gift the year ultimately will give to you, Banshee. What lessons have you learned, or what progress or growth will you have achieved by the year's end?
And it's reversed, the first reversal.
And it's the first reverse, so it's the reversed Ace of Pentacles. And I think that's saying money can't buy love.
Well,
no, I don't think it's saying that. But it may be saying to not put all your eggs in one basket. That although there are some potentials, maybe you want to take more advantage of more of them, have a diversified kind of look for what you're trying to achieve here. This is a power card normally that says, your projects will grow. You just need to, help them.
Yeah, there may be delays, but I do feel too that, and maybe that's the gift of the year, is to understand patience, that everything grows in its own time. And I sort of feel that with that card. I was also thinking to myself of the typical Aries thing, and you Aries in the audience know this for truth for us, that not everything we start, we're gonna finish. And that's just a truth for me, for sure. So I sort of see, okay, same old there. All right, that's it.
I don't think you need me to sum it up, but it looks like a pretty interesting year. And I think mostly it's just saying, don't let, things bog you down. Be willing to be able to punt.
Everything looks really good.
Yeah.
Other than that ending,
I was just looking at that last card, yeah.
For a better year.
All right.
I'm thrilled with that. Thank you, Mr. O. You saved
So
a
happy
good birthday
birthday.
reading for me. I appreciate that.
Aw.
See, I left it in your capable hands. All right. So, Lolo, well, you are up. And let's see. Let me get the list out. I don't know if anybody else has come in through all of that. So
No, I don't think
if the
so.
list isn't right, just remind me that you are here. And let's get this out there. And of course, I was behind with everything, so I got very few of the questions. But I see yours, Lola. Lolo, how did Z feel about Bushra after the party?
Okay, pretty straightforward.
All right.
That's your deck.
Yes, we're both going to share that Lenormand, by the way.
This one?
Yeah.
All
today.
right.
I'm going to use my oldie but goodie Tarot of the Moon Garden.
And while we're getting ready, I'm going to remind folks about some things. For example, Banshee's show was on earlier today. It's the Material Matters. It's a great reading for all signs of the zodiac. It's good for the next week ahead. Banshee will also discuss what some of the astrological portents are and what they could possibly mean. But the reading will focus on 3 cards for each sign, giving you your best factors going on or possible advantages. It's on for all week. Banshee's Material Matters.
You posted a little bit ago. Okay, I just want to see where you came in. Thank you for
why don't
that.
I look for that while you're starting?
Okay. See if you can get her on the list in the right spot.
I can do that.
Thank you.
Sorry about that, Spirit. There it is. I found it.
I'm going to shuffle again. I got distracted, so I want to focus on the question. Can you take care of that?
I said I would.
Thank you. Okay.
I just got to hone in on it a little bit. Here we go.
Okay, how did Z feel about Bushra after the... okay.
I can show that if you need me to.
No, good. Oh. Some interesting stuff here. I'm just looking ahead. But we'll get to you, Lola.
Okay, I have you, Spirit, so you're good. It looks like you came in after Numera and before Dr. Victor. So.
All right, so we'll put the list out again in a moment. All right, the Magician is here upright, which sounds good, but it's followed by the Five of Swords upright. And following that, we have the Four of Wands reversed. So it's interesting here. I feel that they seem to weather it well with the Magician card here. I mean, they feel very much in their power, but I don't know. As far as they feel about Bushra, I'm almost looking as though with that Five of Swords here, they feel conflicted. They feel like conflicted about, have mixed feelings. The Five of Swords can be actually a pretty negative card. I have to tell you that right from the get-go. It's usually about conflict and arguments and disagreement. But the cards around it, are kind of modifying that a little bit for me. So I'm feeling that it's more an internal conflict they're going through as to how they really feel about you. I'm going to stop with those two.
Well, as it relates to Bushra, that feels that way, that maybe... I mean, it was a party. Maybe somebody said or indicated something, and Z felt they needed to get away, or that they felt there was no real return from that. Is that a possibility that there was something that happened? But the Magician sort of makes it sound a little different, because the Magician makes it sound like maybe somebody was basically... expressing their will in a way. So is that it? Did somebody say something that Z didn't take the right way, maybe, and felt they had to walk away from that? That is a little different of a take from you, perhaps, Banshee. The Four of Wands reversed may indicate...
You're going there? Okay, good.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, it just may indicate that this has caused a little bit of dissension in the community or the home or the situation around any of this. Did you want me to throw out the...
You should have, because,
Sorry, but you had started.
That's all right.
So it's the house, which is sort of a mirror of the Four of Wands, and it's the ship.
I think I'm not looking at the Four of Wands as home per se in this reading. You're asking about how somebody felt about you after a party. I'm looking at the Four of Wands and thinking again that they felt okay. I mean, they felt maybe good seeing you. Nothing that's really like bells and whistles good, but they felt okay with it. But for some reason, it's conflicting with other feelings they have about you. I'm seeing the conflict there between those two cards. But again, because the Four of Wands, whether upright or reversed, is really a happy to neutral kind of card, I don't see, anything really, really super negative here. However, they still feel, they feel good about themselves. They feel conflicted about you. They feel, but they felt good maybe seeing you again. Maybe they felt okay seeing you again, I guess. And with the ship and the, what is that? Oh, the house. With the ship and the house, it could indicate to me that something is moving within them. The house sometimes indicates comfort or security, and maybe either they're letting down their guard a little bit, or they're feeling a little bit more comfortable in your presence, I guess, maybe. But there's still something internal going on here, conflicting.
Well, as you know, I was leaning towards the idea that maybe they felt offended about something that might have happened at the party. And to me then, when I look at those Lenormand, with the house and the ship, it may be saying too that they're moving towards where they feel more comfortable. Is that towards you or towards Bushra? I'm sorry. Because maybe... Bushra was not necessarily the person, that is connected to the Five of Swords. Maybe it's some other element from the party. I mean, I'm glad you mentioned the party in a way, because it does sound more like a situation of the Five of Swords where there are a number of people possibly engaged in various ways, not necessarily good ways. So I'm more thinking that Z sort of is a little perturbed or confused about what happened to them, or not exactly sure they feel good about it. That's what I feel.
Okay, that's it. That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. And we are
Right, that's about the best insights I think we can give you right now from either of our sides. We don't necessarily agree about it, or in the same ways.
Okay.
And Marita has joined us. Hi, Marita.
I know, I saw
and
that.
CJ says
Hi,
they're
Marita.
just stopping by. But I think we still have room for another
stopping
reading.
by. Okay,
CJ, yeah.
CJ. All right, good to see you. Thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I appreciate that. Lena is up, and she wants a general reading for the rest of April, May.
Alrighty. I'm going to use my Tarot the Animal Lords. So basically like a 40-day reading.
Filling in some gaps here with the...
I made it to the gym yesterday for the first time in about a week, or maybe even slightly over a week. And I pushed myself, and I'm tired and sore today.
You're tired on my birthday.
Well, hopefully I can rise to the occasion. Hi, country love. Thank you. All right. All right, so our first card is the Devil, and the Devil is upright.
Okay.
And this is followed by the Eight of Pentacles, which is also upright. And another upright, the Queen of Pentacles. So I don't know, as a general reading, there's some not bad things here. The Devil itself could just be saying that maybe there's a sense of temptations coming to you. There may be a sense that you also feel, maybe at least in the beginning of this, you know, we said the rest of April and then May, that maybe things feel a little bit suppressed in the beginning, at least of this time period. Things don't feel like you have exactly the sense of freedom, or you sort of feel that there are emotional or other things that make you feel dependent on other people or situations going on around you.
Yeah, I've been paying attention. The devil upright, I'm sorry. The devil upright indicates that there may be just some things that you feel are restricting your progress or your growth. And, you know, I think when I say that, I really do feel in this case that maybe within you, Lena, not exterior. It could be both. It could be both. It could be how you're responding to things that are happening in your environment. Are they triggering you, you know, to hold back or to keep yourself from going after some success you deserve to have right now? I almost feel like maybe this is a time to reassess your approach to things, and if you aren't blocking your own road to progress here. The Eight of Pentacles indicates that work needs to be done. You know, I also could say that during April and May, you're going to be very busy. And I think, you know, it's necessary work, whether it's work on yourself or whether it's on the job or looking for work or, you know, trying to improve your finances. All this work will be very worthwhile and helpful for you. And the final card, I can't see that one again.
It's the Queen of Pentacles.
Oh, it's the Queen of Pentacles. And if you do that, if you can free yourself from whatever's blocking your progress, you work on yourself or you work on these issues, I feel here that clearly some progress will be made. It could be financial progress. It could be just making you feel better about yourself overall. Or whatever. I think it's something physical that's going on here, I think. So it's all good. And you didn't give me my Lenormand.
Thanks, Country Love. That was kind of you. Thank you. And I've always felt that way too. So Lena, I agree with Banshee. I think that Eight of Pentacles really is also saying too that some of this is maybe more your career or where you work, and it's really sort of focusing yourself for that work, that maybe things are getting busier and you really need to be as expedient or as focused or as productive as necessary. So I feel that's that energy that's coming somewhere too, maybe more in May than April. And then that final card, the Queen of Pentacles, though, seems to indicate that it all feels worth it towards the end of this, that it feels like things worked out, you're able to take care again or to help yourself.
Oh, it's worth it.
The Fish and the Rider.
So that means if you put out the effort, make your work count for you, and the result is money could be coming your way. The Rider is here bringing news of money coming to you. So I feel here that, it looks positive, and I have a feeling, as far as it goes, this may take till sometime in May before you start seeing results. But, and probably mid to late May, but results can happen here. So get to work. I see that Eight of Pentacles.
Well, I agree with those cards, and when you tie it into the Devil there, it may be just saying too that, there's a period of where you have to really resolve to take on this as a burden or whatever, because you see where it will take you, that maybe this is all part of the same process of just sort of focusing on what you need to be productive. Queen of Pentacles too, the Rider and the Fish. So I think it's great. I wish you a lot of luck with that.
Good luck with that. It looks promising, Lena. I don't know if more promising than some of the readings lately, so good luck with that. I wish you luck. And we are on Aries, and I kind of lost track here, Aries. I know you asked about the astrology of your children, but now
It's more about other people. I'll find that for you if you want.
Okay.
Just hang on. I saw it when it came through.
But I think you might have changed it or brought up
Right,
some
they
of the...
did. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So hold on, I'll find that.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do your birthday reading Thursday. I saw that. And I'm going to put it right on my calendar right now while Mr. O is looking. We're here on the list so I can see it next week.
I know you're teasing me. I don't think there's enough Scorpios. And now I can't seem to find it. So let me slow down here.
Okay, got it.
Did you find it?
No, I'm looking for...
Oh, okay.
I'm putting her birthday on the notes so I remember.
Well, it disappeared. Where is it? Let's try that again.
All right, hold on. I'm getting there. I'm moving.
I found it.
Okay.
What is my future husband's zodiac sign likely to be, or most likely, zodiac signs for his possible sun, moon, or rising, or just his chart in general? What possible zodiac signs might dominate his chart? So there's a way to probably do that.
So that's the one you want?
Yes.
I just want to be sure.
Well, just before that, it says, I'll ask something else.
Oh, okay. Okay. Got it.
I think I'll ask something similar, but not that.
Okay. All right. So the zodiac sign, how are you going to do that one?
Well, I think we have to look for court cards and then assign them those qualities. So sun, moon, and rising, probably 3 piles.
Do it.
Okay. Now, do you think there's any caveats about whether or not we, well, I guess we just want them to be in those categories, sun, moon, rising.
Now the moon and the rising sign, do they usually are within a couple signs of each other?
No, that is not always the
Okay.
case.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'm just thinking of what deck I want to use. And
Okay.
I'm going to use the Barbary.
Yeah, too bad I don't have one of my astrology decks out. That would have been good.
And of course, this is just a shot at it. We can't say for sure, but it might be interesting. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 piles, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And what we're looking for is the first court card that shows up, and then we move to the next pile. But we're going to look at the court card. Should we run it to Major Arcana, because those stand for certain zodiac signs?
Well, what I think you should do is do a 4th pile, since the 3 are just going to talk about the zodiac signs and some of those characteristics. And the 4th pile can be maybe a theme or,
A summation of the qualities?
Well, a summation of what maybe has been going on in this person's life or whatever.
Okay.
Up to that point in
Do you want to
time when
shuffle
they
too?
meet. Maybe it could be just any card draw then.
The next card?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to shuffle too?
No.
Alrighty.
We
Here
are.
we go,
we are.
Ari.
Don't do it that way, but I'll take the Lenormand anyway.
Sun, Moon, or Rising. What are the zodiac possibilities
And you know what's supposed
in your potential husband?
to be my deck, I think, but
Alright.
that's okay. Yeah.
All right. That one is the Queen of Wands, so that would be like a fire sign quality.
Fire
And this
sign.
This
Oh.
is so they're a fire sign like you.
Just
Yeah.
put it out there. We'll talk about them later. Let's
All
go
right. All
through
right. All right.
and get the list. All right. That'll help. What is that one? You could say what
It's
they are.
it's the King of Pentacles.
Okay.
It's the Page of Wands. Some more fire signs. And then the next card.
Yep.
The reversed Queen of Pentacles.
Oh, that's funny. We got
Right, and
another
this is
book.
just more describing things about them or
Yeah,
their life in
yeah.
general. So I'll
Okay.
put that there.
Wow, Ari. Well, it looks like you have.
That may be true, CJ. Because that's the House of Partnerships.
You have the King of Wands, right? No, the Queen of Wands.
That's the Queen of Wands as your sun sign. So that's a fire
a
sign.
fire sign who's very, who feels very. I don't know. You might be.
They
very
feel like you. They're very dynamic. They're not afraid of mincing words.
That's
They're brave.
It. I mean, that's it. And also,
You found your perfect match.
They're also very popular. They're very popular. I want to get that out there. They know they've got a personal magnetism and charisma about them that you are immediately attracted to.
I can't disagree with that. I sort of feel like they are literally, the male version of you in a way. Hopefully there's something complimentary there that, you're not both, trying to be more popular or something in each other. Okay, Sun, Moon is an earth sign. So there's some grounding here. It's the King of Pentacles. So there's an earth sign in their moon sign. And moon signs are about personality. So this is probably adding a lot of gravity and earthiness to their personality.
Exactly. They're really, even though they're pretty out there and popular, deep down they're pretty down to earth. And they're practical in a lot of good ways. which is good because I see something later we'll have to discuss. But they're pretty practical oriented, and they plan things out well. They're planners. Sure, they've got that fiery energy to do things spontaneously, but it's matched by this moon energy of kind of grounding that a little bit. So I think they use their fire wisely.
Well, as an earth sign for your moon sign, what I'm seeing here is this is the King of Pentacles, and so this is saying there are things about your personality that you're very good at managing, so you're able to control your temper or how you really do affect or appear to the world. You are very much in control of your appearance to the outward world.
Hi, Mona Faye. We can add you on the list, but it is a long list.
Yeah, we have to close it, I think.
We'll be going into overtime. This is the final one, so...
Mm-hmm. Hi, Mona.
But we will add you.
Alrighty, so we will close that list then. I'm going to start doing that right now.
So everybody who's on the list will get a reading, and I will post that again in a minute.
The rising sign is indicated by the Page of Wands. So once again, that's a fire sign that's in your rising sign, or his rising sign potentially. So once again, this is adding a lot of that kind of fiery, positive energy. Page of Wands themselves, maybe it indicates too that in this setting of their rising sign, they have a lot to say. They have an inviting nature. They have an outgoing nature about them.
That's the Page of Wands. That's where.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the Page of Wands. Well, the Page of Wands indicates that they have a lot. They like exciting things. They like new things. They gravitate to new experiences. And so I sense that they might like to travel a lot. I just have that feel. And so they like to explore. They like adventure. So, the good news is at least they have some of that King of Pentacles grounding energy to make sure they don't, jump off a cliff without a parachute, etc., So I think that that's a good thing. But let's go to that last card, shall we?
Shall we?
It's the
Queen of Pentacles.
It's
reverse.
the Queen of Pentacles reverse. They may not take as good care of themselves as they should, so you may have to watch them for that. If they're trying to go to work when they can barely crawl out of bed, stop them. Stop them. Make sure they get the rest and the support they need, when they're feeling under weather. And I feel that way, that you'll notice that about them, that they're not taking as good care of themselves as they should.
Right. The overall ideas with their zodiac signs is that they're really very energized and they're on the go and they really move fast, but they may forget to take care of themselves. So maybe they don't drink enough water or take their vitamins or things like that. And so that Queen of Pentacles is saying that they will find they need to take time to take care of themselves. That could be where, your relationship comes in. So here's the Lenormand for you, Aries. It's the Moon and the Mountain.
Well, you will have your mountains to climb together. I think here there will be challenges in this relationship, but with the Moon here, I gotta say, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of romantic attraction here.
Very much. I think it's a good sign. I think I can't disagree with that. I sort of feel it says that, once you get through some of the basics there, the figuring out what your lives are going to be, you're going to really move into that sweet spot that the Moon can promise.
And I have to say, Aries, it looks like, to me anyway, looking at all that fire energy, a lot of it here, is that it's going to be it's probably going to be an Aries or a Leo. Now, I'm not feeling the Sag vibes too much there, but I have a feeling it's an Aries or a Leo.
I would agree with that.
Especially with that Queen of Wands. Come on.
There you go.
All right, that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
That was a good question, Aries.
So, Tim, I didn't know if you left a question. Are you interested in a reading today for your birthday? We can't do a birthday reading again. We're only doing one per show, but we can always schedule one later for you.
Do you know what that means? Their question, donor.
Who's?
Go all the way to the end.
Oh, he posted it. The group 4 spread from the list you shared earlier. I don't know what list we shared earlier. Uh-oh.
Help us out, Tim.
Yeah, Tim, I don't know which show that was from. I come up with a lot of readings, so honestly.
We usually stick with a pretty basic format, but we have a couple of side questions we can do.
But if you want a general reading, we could do that for you. Oh, the gift paper today. The gift the gift spread. I can't do that one today because it's 6 cards. And so, could we do it for you Thursday? Could you come back?
No, we're doing errands, right?
Oh, could you come back on Sunday next week and we could do it for you? Today, if you wanted to, if you would accept this, we could do a general outlook for your year ahead, just for the months to December. The gift spread is for from your birthday through your next birthday. So what I could do for you today is we could do 3 cards to look at the outlook for your year ahead. So we could do like a spring, summer, fall. Okay, we'll do 4 cards, winter. We can do that for you. You just want a general? Okay. Listen, come back next Sunday. Come back next Sunday and we'll do a birthday reading for you at the start of the show.
We'll put you on the list unless we hear otherwise.
And I'll tell you what, if we can't make it, if you can't make it next week, just know that your birthday will be right after our reading for the collective. We always do that. So I'll get you on the list for next week and we'll do a general for you today.
Alrighty.
And I'll use this beautiful Cyril Marchetti Tarot.
You're welcome.
Either way, it'll be there for you. And the thing about the birthday reading that's nice is, it'll be in our archive all year. People can go back and check it out, whenever they want and see if it's still relevant, etc. I'm glad you liked that reading.
Thanks. And I'll need those Letterman.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I needed them a few times, too.
When
they're sat by you.
You don't have to get snotty about it.
I cannot wait to have cake. And he hasn't given me my presents yet.
Yes, there was the possibility that I might have done it on the show, but I actually didn't want to do it on the show. So I know a few people mentioned that they might want to see what that was, but we'll talk about it later.
You'll see them later, probably next show I'll bring them out. All right. Well, Tim, you start off with Royalty 2. You have the King of Wands upright. And you start off with Royalty reversed as the second card. The King of Coins reversed. This is so weird. Not for the collective this week, but on my Material Matters show, I had a lot of court cards, and now we're seeing them again. And the Ace of Wands is reversed. Okay.
Shall I throw the Letterman?
Yes, please.
Alrighty.
Let's see what you have there.
The Man and the Anchor.
Okay.
Give a man an anchor and he'll cast his sail. Well, never mind. I can't do that analogy.
Well, it's interesting to see the 2 kings. It almost aligns itself with, a little conflict between 2 people. One who maybe wants to push an agenda forward and another who just wants to put the brakes on it. Or this could be a conflict within yourself, Tim. This may be something that you want to get started this week, and another part of you may be questioning this. Are you ready? Do you have everything in place? Do you need to plan this out more? Do you need to strategize more? If there's an outlay of money, are you ready to, put that out there for this. It just seems as though that could be what's going on as well, as there's some back and forth here within yourself on something that you want to do or get started or initiate. And then I'm just going to go right to the end because these cards just seem to go bam, bam, bam for me. With that Ace of Wands reversed, I feel that there is maybe, it might be a better idea to put off something new at this time until you get things, more clearly aligned, or if the timing, maybe the timing would be better if you put it off. Because the Ace of Wands indicates delay or disappointment in starting something new at this time.
So did you sync them through the year?
I did. No, I didn't. I just said we do a general for you.
Okay,
because
so
we're
it is
going
a
to do
general.
the birthday reading on Sunday.
Well, as a general reading with the King of Wands, I think this is saying really what you find is you're rising to maybe some challenges. They may not be unknown challenges to you. This may be the fabric of your life, that your life really takes that into account, that you feel at times very courageous and confident about how you are moving ahead in your life, whether you're actually leading in any way or whether it is just yourself as you progress. You just feel pretty confident that you are moving in the right direction. This could, though, indicate that there is something coming that will call those qualities into question for you, i.e. you have to address a particular challenge or situation there. And the King of Coins would be talking about the idea that this will maybe involve tests to your management ability, that there may be, it's kind of interesting. You're rising to a challenge here, but what that challenge could be is about how well you manage things. And a lot of that is about your material matters in your life. So I sort of feel that could be what that is. With the Ace of Wands reversed, it is affecting a future project or a future situation. I'm not sure why, but I'm wondering if I'm picking up like a knowledge vibe here, like maybe you were thinking about other kinds of information you wanted to learn. I don't know if it would be traditional school or your own course of study, but maybe there's a delay going on with that you're not quite ready to move that way.
Well, with the only thing I have to add is the Lenormand, and to me, with what I said about, maybe postponing getting started with something new, or at the very least taking it slow till you manage to get yourself together or get everything together for it. The Anchor and the Man here indicates to me that you shouldn't give up on this by any means. You should remain steadfast, anchored to whatever it is, that you've wanted to do, and hang in there, because the timing will be better, but it just seems like next week is not a good time to begin anything new, to take any kind of risk, even for that matter. Play it safe, play it smart. The King of Pentacles would rather you play it smart than make a reckless error mistake that could, cause failure in the whole thing going forward.
Well, I think that King of Wands kind of combines with the Anchor and the Man and the Lenormand. And this is saying you are normally able to address things dynamically or courageously enough to resolve them. And so this is saying if this matter isn't working out with those other cards, it's like Banshee said, you just have to reapproach it at some point. Maybe this week is not a good week, so it may come down to waiting a week or so. All right, Tim.
Wow, so that's what we have for you, Tim. I hope hope that resonated with you, and I wish you luck and happy birthday again.
Happy birthday.
Hope to see you next Sunday, or hope you enjoy your reading when we do it for you. Good luck with that.
Take care.
All right, Sunshine is up. Hi, Sunshine.
Hi, Sunshine.
Yeah, we are going to go into some overtime on my birthday, but it's
You're welcome.
okay. It's okay. We'll do it. I'll take the Lenormand because you're going to have a deck, and it is Sunshine, and I don't have the question because I was bad, but I will find it. I will find it. Seems like I have no problem going up the list, so I shouldn't talk.
What does my mother realize about me? How does she view me? Been fighting so many times, too many times. We're not talking honestly, and my dad has always been the mediator. I'm planning to move out for good. Mentally tired. Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Is that Sunshine's? Because I see what do my spirit guides.
Whoops, I'm looking at Seeley. I'm sorry. I read the wrong one.
Sunshine
Apologies.
is, what do my spirit guides want me to know? Hey, I've made a mistake with the questions.
I have
It's
apologies.
okay.
All right. I'm going to
We got
use...
you, Sunshine. Don't worry.
Yeah. I'm going to use the Incubus Tarot then. And I'm sorry, too. Sorry. Whoops. All right, so that'll be your reading then.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Let's do my reading. And...
He really conked out here, didn't he?
I didn't put out that the list is closed in the chat, and I usually do that. So just remember, everybody on the list, you're still on the list. You will get your readings. But anybody else coming in, we're going to have to turn away. All right, I'm going to pin it to the top. There we go.
All right, card 1. What do my spirit guides want me to know? And it's the moon reversed. And so it's literally like they want you to realize that there are some things you don't know, but you may be finding out soon. That things that maybe have not made sense or have been kept hidden from you, or downright secrets, or who knows, they may be coming to be realized by you. And so because this is a spirit thing, and because the moon is also here, I would also say, Sunshine, that this could be indicating your dreams or other forms of intuition will be important for you at this time, that you may find there are little signs or symbols you will perceive in different ways. They may tingle right away and make you feel like you understand something, or there may be something that will resonate over a little bit of time, and you'll eventually kind of see that sense of what it was telling you.
Well, the moon in this part's always funny when it comes up in the first card, because we say, what's coming, what does Spirit want you to know? They want you to know you need to know something, right? I think what they're also saying, because the moon is it upright? It's reversed.
It's reversed.
So it's saying is you will find out what you need to know. You will either intuit what you need to know when the time is right. I feel this is a sign that your intuition is going to lock on something, and you realize this is what Spirit is trying to tell you. But why is this important, for goodness sakes? Let's see what's going on here.
It's the reverse 10 of Cups.
Okay, so, all right, well, maybe we do have an inkling of what's going on here. What you need to know, maybe, and what will be coming to you, is there may be some disruptions, some arguments, whether it's at work or in the home front. There may be some conflicts going on, disagreements. It's not a happy situation. And so maybe what you need to know is that you're going to have to navigate some rough waters here if you want to keep the peace.
Well, Sunshine, you've asked before, and you've spoken about some of the tensions or disease that's happening in your family and your home situation, and I almost wonder, the 10 of Cups reversed could be something that indicates that there is more unhappiness coming, and that maybe this is at the gist of what you need to know, that maybe something will really be effective soon, and you need to maybe be prepared for it. It may literally be heart-rending, or it may seemingly dissolve cohesion in the family or within certain relationships.
So where are things headed?
It's the King of Pentacles, upright.
Well, that's okay. I think where things are headed is that maybe things can cool down. Maybe somebody steps in also who finds a way to, calm things down. I feel here a very calming influence, and also that, maybe reason prevails, right?
I think that's a nice way to look at that. You asked what the Spirit wants you to know, and Spirit wants you to know something is bubbling up, but where it goes is probably not exactly as bad as it starts. It seems like there is something that regains control, or that begins that process at least.
Not as bad as it starts, because
it's the mice and the tree.
So it definitely seems to be family.
Yeah, you got the 10 in there.
It may end up being somebody who's nitpicking on something, but these kind of things even can get blown up out of proportion. But I have a feeling things will settle down again. Things will kind of calm down and settle down. And maybe that's what you need to know is don't allow this to really throw you for a loop. Just try to reason with the person involved here. And I think that tensions will ease in time. Because the mice are about temporary irritations, temporary stress, temporary strain, temporary annoyances. But I think it'll go away. And of course, the tree has family connections and roots. So it's somebody very close to you if it's not family.
Where it could lead is the Ten of Cups. It's not always where it will lead. And so the idea is that we don't want it to lead to a dissolution. We want to keep in mind that there is growth out of this perhaps, or at least a way of, recentering your roots, realigning.
Well, that card, the 10, is why it's important. So I think it's just important because it is going to cause a disruption. It's going to cause a disruption.
Yeah.
But, I think it's manageable. By the looks of the cards and with the King of Pentacles here, it's definitely manageable. So Good luck with that.
Good luck.
And Libra is up. And I have Libra's question, which is what's coming towards me, I believe. Let's see. Yep. And I'll get my deck. I'll use this Warriors of Love Tarot, and I'll give you a little nod. So for everybody who I haven't thanked individually here, thank you for the birthday greetings. I really do appreciate it. It's been fun. It's been a crazy, lucky day so far. I don't know. It's just crazy things have been happening today. So some of it I haven't posted on all the social media yet, and maybe I'll make a little note when I do the cards for the collective later and let people know what's been going on. It's been fun. Maybe I'll have more to report by day's end. I'll have Mr. O's gifts to report. My son is taking me out for birthday dinner, but he just got back from Chicago, a trip to Chicago. So I'm giving him a break, and we're going to do that on Friday.
The screen did seem to freeze, didn't it?
Oh.
Huh. I'm not sure what's going on. Can you hear me though, apparently?
Yeah, I'm still frozen after retweeting.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This has never actually happened before.
They can hear us.
They can hear us, okay. Well, let me try something. Is that better? Nope, it's still froze. So it's the camera. Okay, so I just have to refresh that camera, I think is what it is.
Hey, it's worked. Well, it's still frozen.
No, give me a moment. And thank you for letting me see that.
Since you guys can hear me, if we do have to start over again...
We won't.
We won't? Okay.
Does your screen look frozen?
No, I'm unfrozen.
No,
I
it
am.
doesn't. See,
I
there
am. All right, guys. No worries.
From the rest of us.
All right.
And there I am now. Lucky me.
All right, one more shuffle. Mr. O, I gave you the Lenormand.
Why, yes, you did. All right, so this is Libra. What's coming towards
Oh,
me?
no, Kara. Don't do that. It's something on our end, and interesting that that froze like that.
It does on occasion, but
Okay.
usually it doesn't happen under this situation.
Okay.
It usually freezes pre-broadcast.
Okay, so what's coming towards Libra? We'll do my reading for that.
Right.
Well, boy, this has been coming up a bit, upright or reversed, mostly reversed. So the Ace of Wands is here upright. So what's coming towards you right now is delay or disappointment over something you would hope to accomplish or do in this week ahead. I'm going to assume it's for the week ahead. So you may experience some delay or some disappointment. You may just feel like maybe you're trying to connect with people or accomplish something and things keep getting in the way.
All right. This was what is coming towards,
Yes.
right? So the sense of not really being able to finish something, there's a frustration because either a project is not working out at all, that more needs to happen, or that there's a severe or somewhat severe delay of some sort. And I feel like this could be your personal expression, Libra. So this could be, the search for a new apartment or something like that. It could be about networking in general, which could be, that thing too. But it sort of feels like it's a fallow period for you, and it may distress you.
Why is this important? Oh, the Ten of Swords. I think you feel this is important because maybe you feel somebody or some situation has deliberately put roadblocks in your way. You just feel like, everything is kind of out to get you right now, or something or someone or the universe is out to get you right now. You have this sense of that. But I think once this passes, whatever this is this week, you'll be able to rise up and move towards better days, move towards better conditions.
It does feel incredibly personal, mostly because there's something that feels really vicious about it in a certain way. Like it feels like somebody is really out to get you. And so if it is possibly connected to your abode situations, the idea of being able to rectify the apartment matter or to be able to reestablish, new quarters or things like that, it feels like a deliberate, somebody is really trying to mess with you, vengeful.
Yeah. Okay, it is a little bit of a interesting reading here. Where are things headed? I hope somewhere better. It's the King of Wands reversed. So where things are headed is it's almost kind of like I feel it's a standoff with someone. I don't know why. I'm just feeling that way. Like somebody is standing their ground and being very unmoving, and they seem to be angry about something. And I almost feel, Libra, that this is the person that you're dealing with here, or the situation that you're dealing with here. It's like whatever the situation is, it doesn't seem like that the situation is going to move towards your benefit. So in other words, you're going to have to work around this some way.
I'm not sure if I feel it's a standoff. I sort of feel like it feels a little bit more regressive or repressive than that. It may be leading towards a situation where there could be some acting out on anyone's part here that won't be advantageous or helpful for anyone. So it's important to remember to try to keep some sense of being direct and not overly emotional or not overly aggressive in the situation. Let's look at the Lenormand. And it's the clouds, but it's also the clover. And the clover adds good luck. I'm never quite sure with this deck where the dark part of the clouds is or not. I think it's subjective, so we could just be saying here that with the Lenormand, luck will help you see through what is confusing, especially if it's part of the barrage that maybe is inhibiting or redirecting your more positive energy.
It may be confusing for a period of time, and certainly when this happens, it just seems like it's throwing you for a loop. But luck is on your side. I almost feel like once this passes this week, maybe things will become clearer to you, and you will be able to move yourself in a more fortunate direction. So that's what I think I have to say about that. Good luck with that for you.
All right, Libra.
I had to make some adjustments here. I had a little mishap. I definitely have a mishap here. How did this happen? Hold on. Gotta fix one more thing on my list.
All right.
That's not the name list. That's fine. Questions. Okay. That makes sense. And I had somebody else's... Okay, I didn't add that. Okay. I did, though. What happened there? Weird things. I'm positive I had copied and pasted that and it's gone. So weird. I wonder if when you put people on the list, and I've added things, if they're not connecting together right.
Well, I've only done it 2 times or maybe 3. So
this is really weird that this happened. But anyway, I'll explain it later. Me and Mr. O are having glitches today. And for all the good luck, we've been having some weird glitches today that made us wonder, why isn't Mercury retrograde? Because it certainly seems like some Mercury retrograde stuff going on, doesn't it?
So what's the question and the person?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. O. It's Namira. And I do have Namira's questions, so hang tight with me a moment and keep shuffling there.
I am.
All right, Namira, and the question is, can I have a money reading for the coming months?
Hi, Namira. All right. We'll say in general it's like the rest of this month and maybe the next 2 beyond. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't necessarily cover even, a few beyond that. So our first card is the reverse 6 of Swords. Our next card is the Moon reversed. And another reverse, sorry, but this one's not bad. It's the reversed 7 of Cups.
Well, neither of those last 2 are bad, so
yeah,
this is
true.
okay. And it's like a general overview of things in the months ahead. And let me pull the Lenormand here. The 6 of Swords, the 6 of Wands reversed is indicating to me, oh no, it is Swords. It is Swords. Whoops. The 6 of Swords reversed is indicating to me that it just seems like things appear to be a little bit slow going, if any, in the months ahead for you financially. It's going to be a little bit slow. I think there's not a lot of movement going on, and any movement that happens has to be something on your part to make things better. In other words, finding ways to manage your money better, put some money aside or save it, or eliminate some costly bills or things like that. I'm going card by card.
Okay, so that was the first card. I think in the earlier part of this, time period...
Let's throw these out too, just for the heck of it. I'm sorry. The woman...
Okay, so it's the woman...
and the dog.
And the dog. Okay.
Okay.
So those are out there. So I think in the first part of this, there may be a reluctance or an inability to position yourself closer to this idea of, money improvement. It may be that you still have some things to tie up in certain ways. And I'm wondering if that just could represent other kinds of money or financial obligations. So this could be saying really in the earlier part of that, you may have to focus on getting some bills paid. Maybe they're unexpected because it sort of says you're not able to go exactly where you wanted to, and that sort of indicates something you didn't expect.
Okay. With the second card, the moon reversed, indicates to me that some information you get during the months ahead might prove helpful to you. Like, I don't know if this is a tip on how to manage money better, or maybe if you're looking for things like a better paying job or something like that, maybe somebody gives you a tip that will be useful and helpful to you. Something gets revealed to you that will be of benefit to you in some way.
In a lot of ways, besides the intuitive kind of ideas behind the moon, it can also stand for success, or that kind of idea of success in both maybe business or even romantic kind of notions. So I think because of your question, this could be saying that, something does come to you in the sense of either information that is helpful. Maybe it's about, a career move for yourself. Maybe it's about investments, or maybe it's about just a financial matter that changes or resolves in your favor. And of course, the moon is about changes because the moon is always changing. So this could be saying that this is happening maybe, not very far into this period, certainly by the midway point of whatever time period this ends up being.
And finally, with the last card, it's interesting because I sort of feel with what I was saying that the moon and the Seven of Cups reverse kind of go together here. I feel like whatever tip or information that you obtain to give you a hand with your with your money and your finances will allow you to make important moves and choices that will benefit you in some way.
I like that. I think this is all really maybe about working on, that information that the moon may present, and or realizing that, some of this is that groundwork of making sure the past things are done and that you can move forward to find that choice or to discern that choice. That's what that Seven of Cups is. You're welcome. And here's the Lenormand.
So with the Lenormand, I think here, I feel two quick things, and one is that remain steadfast and loyal to yourself and your financial well-being. Keep with whatever, program you need to in order to improve or, balance out your financial situation. And the other thing is that, again, I mentioned something about possibly somebody giving you some information that will benefit you in some way. It could be a friend, it could be a coworker, it could be a family member, it could be someone you know. That dog indicates that. So somebody who has, your interests at heart.
Well, Banshee's right about that, and I guess I'll take that further and say that really those Lenormands don't call for any greater plan or action on your part, maybe to stick with things because, that's finances in general, that, sometimes things go up and sometimes they go down, but they usually end up returning or balancing out, and sometimes we can only do so much when it comes to those kind of things.
You know what? Ever since, so that's okay. That's what I have for you. That's what I have for you. Are you finished, or did you need to?
I did it just now.
So good luck with that, Nimira. Appreciate you. And I gotta say here, I ever since I had to reload my page, checking on what the problem was, I can't go up the list anymore, and I don't have Spirit Connections question.
Well, I saw it, so I'll get it for you.
Yeah.
Are they next?
And I don't have Dr. V's, but I have
okay.
some after that, I think. Oh, maybe I don't.
Okay, well.
I've got Mona Fay's.
That's the last one.
I know. I got some in between too. All right, Mr. O has taken a quick break. So I'm going to look down the list and chat a bit. So I have to say I had some birthday luck today. I hit a little on an instant lottery ticket. Oh, really? Okay. An instant lottery ticket and won $300. Woohoo!
That was very cool.
It was very cool, especially since he has a car repair.
Okay, did we find the question we needed?
I didn't. I couldn't go back.
Which question are we looking for?
Spirit
Dr. Victor or no?
Spirit Connections, the one you said you saw.
Okay, when I asked you that before, you start talking about Dr. Victor's question.
I said I didn't have his either.
Okay, so you confused me by saying that.
Okay, whatever. You didn't have to go there.
A general question. What does Spirit want me to know?
Okay.
Thanks in advance.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you. It's birthday luck, I tell you. It is birthday luck, and you know what? Here's the funny thing about it. Guess what ticket I won on? A ticket called Lady Luck. So that's fun. That's fun too. Just think everything is so crazy today. Anyway. Your deck, Mr. O.
No, I used my deck last time.
I thought I used this one. Okay.
Nope, I used the Rebel Witches.
You mean I left it out here all this time? Oh, I'm bad. Okay, time for the Autumn Moon then. Not Autumn Moon, Amber Moon. Amber Moon Tarot. Kara, I always have birthday luck, and I always recommend people to, like, not go crazy, but, you know, if you're going to play a few numbers the week before your birthday, the week of your birthday, the week after your birthday. Those are good times. Those are good times. Hey, and also it helps when you're feeling good vibes around your birthday. Birthdays are just happy times for me. And I feel, you know, I felt so good this morning when I went out to get those tickets. It just didn't surprise me in a way that it happened, because that just enhances the flow of luck to you. Wow, well, look at this. We have the Queen of Cups as our first card.
So this is what
Spirit Connections. You're in a really good place emotionally right now. Matter of fact, you know, who knows? I think, you know, what Spirit wants you to know is joyful, happy times are coming your way. And you're in a really good emotional place right now, feeling happy, content. And like I said just a moment ago, magnify that. You know, think happy thoughts, think positive vibes, and bring that energy towards you.
I like what Banshee said, and I do feel that way normally about the Queen of Cups. But in the position here, when I'm looking at it, I get the feeling like there's a sense of moodiness or a sense of looking at things that you're realizing that, you know, it's calm now, but it could always become uncalm. So Spirit may want you to know that right now you enjoy a measure of calmness, but there may not always be that. There may be challenges or things that will pique your emotions.
Why is this important? Well, because the Emperor's reversed. Because, you know, because when things seem a little bit chaotic in life, or when you're losing control, it's good to maintain emotional balance and stability. So, and also to think positive, to keep remaining positive, that you can work through what's going on. It seems to me that maybe you feel as though you know, at some point here, why this is important is that some situation either seems to be spiraling out of control or that you have lost control of something. But if you just calm down, maintain balance, and remain positive, you will get through this.
It is important to realize that this could just be a time where maybe you are a little bit more emotionally vulnerable for some reason. Maybe you have, expectations about certain things, and so there's doubt about whether or not you're prepared or if this will happen. The right things, will result from that. So there is a sense of you worried or quandering about whether or not you have the sense of control you need. And so some of that is just going to be natural. I think what it's saying really is that you have to realize some things are controllable, but some things are not always controllable.
I see what you're saying there, Ari. I was surprised by that. All that fire energy that popped up. I can't ignore that. So the Queen of Swords is here and where things are headed. See, I think you, Christine, will be making wise decisions, moves, and choices. You will be handling this with precision. There may be a little, there may be a little blip coming where you feel, and maybe it's through no fault of your own, things just seem to be spiraling out of control because of circumstances you're dealing with right now. But you will make the wise choices, moves, and decisions to get things back on track again.
Yeah, I can't.
All looks good.
I can't differ from that. The Queen of Swords realizes that all the choices are good to make, but even if you make ones that other people might criticize you for, you're not going to really feel that. You're going to sort of feel empowered enough and secure enough, confident enough in the choices you do have to make.
Oh, wow, Ari. I wonder if they were picking up that Sagittarian energy. But I didn't really feel Sagittarius because of the power of that fire, but maybe.
Who knows, right? All right, so the Lenormand gives us the crossroads. This sort of seems to fit, and the book. So are you discovering or able to find out where your choices can lead you, what choices, you should take? I mean, the idea of the crossroads is that sometimes you can't always decide for sure if it's a good choice or not. But with the book there, the book may be saying you have the ability or the time to discern what are your best roads to follow.
Well, I like this. And, when I see the book there, I'm thinking in my mind, this is the book of your experiences that you have to rely upon. And so I feel here the wisdom contained within you, your book, your life story, will allow you to choose the right direction to take in this particular situation, how to regain control of a situation, how to manage something. It seems like it could spiral out of control, but I don't even know if it's really going to get to that point, because it just seems to me you're making wise choices and you're in a good head and heart space to handle whatever's coming your way. Plus, you have the experience to back that up.
Two upright queens really shows a sense of mastery and control that's there.
So, good luck with whatever this is. Good luck with that.
Good luck with that.
And Dr. V is up, so I'll need your help with that again.
Alrighty. Let me get to work.
Hi, Dr. V.
Hi, Dr. V.
So cakes, we're all talking about cakes. I had a very decadent cake I bought us for Easter because it was before my birthday season. It was my birthday season.
All right, I found it.
Okay, what is it?
Dr. Victor asks, what's coming for my work or career in the next 3 to 4 months?
Okay, that's you. That's
yes,
a good question.
Alrighty, so I will use a different deck. Let's see. We're going to take the Sleepy Hollow, Legend of Sleepy Hollow. So, what's coming in the career in the next 3 to 4? Sounds good.
Okay, I got it. Thank you for that. And I think pretty much everybody else I have, I'm pretty sure Angel wants an oracle, but if I'm wrong, Angel, you can correct me.
He did. He said one card. The one card. He didn't say oracle, but that's what it usually is.
Yeah.
Or I don't believe they did.
Jeez, how did I do that again?
Do I have to look for that one for you too?
No. It's something else.
All right, Dr. Victor.
Huh, that's funny.
I'll lay them out and then we'll take it from there.
Okay.
But the question is, what's going on in the career in the next 3 to 4 months?
Yeah. Okay.
So our first card is Judgment. It's upright. The next card is the reversed Nine of Pentacles. And the final card is the reversed Five of Wands.
Oh, the Nine of Pentacles, eh?
Reversed, yeah.
Oh, the that's Wands?
Yes, that's Wands.
Okay, that's good. So what's coming in career in the next 3 to 4 months? I think here the next 3 to 4 months is a time for you to to maybe think about reinventing yourself in some way, Dr. V. Maybe, I don't know if you're looking for a new job or a career, but maybe this is a time to think about that. Think either about transitioning into something new or to just bring fresh life into what you are doing now. A job along the lines of what you are doing now, but something new, something more exciting to you, something that you feel you can grow more into. I feel like maybe some changes are needed or being sought out. And why is that? And the reason I feel that way is also,
this was just the changes. This wasn't done 1, 2, 3. This was like...
No, I know that. That's what I know I said it's what's coming towards you, but I feel the next 3 to 4 months, that's what's coming towards him. And because of that, that's what's coming towards him. It's because you are not feeling, you feel you want more. You feel you want something more than what you have now. You are not satisfied with your progress and you are looking for something more. That's it. It sounded like my reading, but it's not.
I apologize.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
So I do feel that Judgment is something momentous, Dr. Victor. It maybe feels like either you yourself are having a revelation about where you're at in your career. Maybe something comes to you that makes you feel strongly about switching in some way. Now, maybe it's not a total career change because, of course, you're at a different level with PhD-wise. You can't necessarily switch to a different modality unless you have that background behind you. But maybe it's about something within where you're at, too, that is a revelation. It could just be about how you feel about the way your particular career or company does things. Maybe you've decided something about that. And I'm going to go ahead also with that reverse Nine of Coins there because, of course, to me, that revelation makes you feel uncomfortable or makes you feel, something needs to change. You don't feel exactly the same. Is the revelation about maybe a downturn and maybe they have to, adjust things financially that will cause a certain level of decrease for employees or for situations? That could be what the Nine of Pentacles means too, that basically some situations have not risen but lowered, and it could be because of a bad economy.
Yes, well, and I see the Five of Wands here, and with what I was saying, you wanting something more. The Five of Wands is indicating to me that where you're at right now seems to be a place that you're not totally connected with in some way, or you feel maybe that progress there is slow, it's plodding, and you're not really sure you can grow there because maybe, some of your aims and goals are in conflict with, what you're allowed to do or where you're at on your job right now.
So the seeds of this were probably sown with those ideas there of the discomfort you felt over something that's going on that's revelatory in a certain respect. And this is saying that you are looking at maybe making this change, that maybe there's a little bit too much going on that makes it too busy, too much tension. It enables maybe more conflicting situations between you or other people, or changes, Dr. V, the way you look at your job and the way you feel you can actually rise there, be a competitive and moving force. And so I think what it's saying really is you may consider where you can change in your career or into, another, corollary job or type of position. The Lenormand. We have the Ring and we have the Sith.
So, two things with that, too, I would say, Dr. V. Don't cut your commitment to where you're working at without a clear plan in place or without a place to go. Obviously, this is saying don't do anything rash, but it's also saying to me, commit yourself to cutting the cords with this place if you're not happy there. So in other words, work towards finding something new in your life. Work towards creating new opportunities for yourself. Commit to that process before, of course, you commit to cutting that cord.
I like that. That's pretty good there. When I look at the scythe and maybe the point of the scythe, it seems to be clearly moving away, then I feel like this is saying there isn't a commitment cutting. There isn't a cut to your commitment so much maybe in terms of what you've experienced. It might be yet to come in terms of where that revelation or that sense of discomfort really falls in there. So I don't know that you're ready to change your commitment, but I think it's in mind in a way that you will want to think about it as this time goes forward the next several months.
So good luck with that.
Good luck, Dr. V.
Good luck with all of that, Dr. V.
Good to see you.
We are on Kara, and she wants a general read. So my deck.
Yes.
Well, I'll pull out the silly Tarot of Tides for Kara. And I'll pass these on to you.
Uh-huh.
Well, Aries and Aries, I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't imagine it myself, even for me. I mean, a Scorpio's a handful for me for other reasons. But we managed. And that's just it too. I mean, if you really love someone, you can overcome some of this stuff. I'm just going to say it. So, keep that in mind.
You're welcome, Mary. And we will be happy to do your birthday reading next Thursday.
All right, let's see what's going on generally for Kara. Oh, is he in here somewhere? Oh, the duck is there. Of course the duck is there. It's the Hermit, upright.
There's that duck.
I'm trying to see the duck in this one, but I don't see him here. I see fishes and turtles. It's the Four of Cups upright. And he's not in this card either. Sometimes he doesn't show. And the Four of Wands is upright. Wow, Kara, nice reading overall.
Two fours, yeah.
So the Hermit is here. Hey, who doesn't like to see the Hermit? It's time to go within and seek some wisdom. It's time to take a retreat of sorts, and really, enter the silence, enter that cave, enter that silence and see what messages come out for you. I see the Four of Cups here, and I would just say this. This isn't a time to be lazy. This isn't a time to be non-productive. This is a time, I think, for you to consider, what options or opportunities might be before you now, or what opportunities you yourself would like to pursue. And so this is a time to use it more constructively than just sitting back under a tree and being lazy. This is a time for you to go deep and to really, consider your options deeply.
The Hermit and the Four of Cups together really pull that idea that what you need to do is really find your own focus, the focus that really is from your own heart or mind, and that it's good to take in ideas or situations that you're hearing about from others, but ultimately, if you find that you move on from them, it may be because it's not really reflective of what you choose. And so the thing is you have to find where your heart really would choose, not necessarily because somebody's tried to tell you this is what will help you, Kara, this is the information you need. It has to be your own soul journey or your own soul voyage in a way.
And isn't it interesting we have two fours?
Yeah.
We have two fours here, which I think is very interesting because, first off, the Four of Wands is indicating to me, this is a time for you to find your joy, to find what will allow you to celebrate your path, forward. It should bring you joy, whatever it is, you're pondering here. But also, there's a more important message with the Four of Wands. This is about establishing a foundation for you for future growth. And so I think if you go deep now and you really start to sort out what opportunities you want to pursue, you're setting the stage for future growth.
I like that. The Four of Wands really has foundational qualities to it. A lot of times we liken it to the happy home that we want to live in, but happiness is really what it is. This is saying building the foundations of what your joy is, or what your personal sense of joy is. And I almost feel too like maybe part of this is about you really finding the way for you to talk to spirit, to talk to the infinite, to talk to Odin or whoever on your own terms, without necessarily feeling like everybody else is saying, oh, well, you have to do this, or it must be done this way. And so that's the journey, maybe, that what this is about is really feeling what pulls you personally towards spirit. Maybe you don't want to put a little table altar up in your bedroom for that, but maybe you want to do something else that's reflective really of your way of communicating.
I like that. What do you got?
The fox.
The fox.
And the bouquet. And we were talking before about joy.
Finding a true purpose for yourself that brings you joy.
Ooh.
The fox is about the work we do. And, we can extrapolate that to, not just a job, an everyday job, but the work we truly feel called for. And so I feel that, and it's what will bring you joy. And use your gifts, maybe the bouquet is here also to say, use your talents and gifts to move things forward in your life.
All right. I like it.
Good luck with that. I like this reading. Nice reading for you, Kara. Mr. Rivera is up.
And wants a oracle.
You wanted an oracle card? All right.
I will keep the Lenormand.
Whoops, I didn't do it.
And I'll remind everybody that we're back on Thursday. Also, too, we are hoping to get out a monthly modality message. I don't think it's going to be Friday at 4 p.m. I think it's going to actually be tomorrow at 4 p.m. And it is about going into the Pisces season. Is it? No, it's Taurus season. Whoops. Taurus. I really do need to update that.
He's going backwards.
Yeah, I was. That's me, eh? That's so me. Well, let's correct this right now.
going to use, I'm looking here. I'm going to use the Human Spirit Oracle for you, Mr. Rivera. Let's try this one. Very welcome, Dr. V.
All right, very good. Thank you, Dr. Victor. Appreciate hearing that.
I don't know, I just felt it. I can't say why. I just looked at the decks here and thought, no, I want to do one of my other ones. I think I'm going to bring out some of my tree oracles soon. Honestly, I don't know what happened here. Usually we have blossoms on the tree for at least a few days. Literally, overnight, we had blossoms one day, and the next day I was already seeing leaves starting to take over. And by the day after that, it was all leaves. So it's crazy. It's real fast this year. Oh dear, I have to see if, I do believe this one does reversals. I'm going to look it up here. Yeah. Well, you might like this one, Angel. It's really funny. It's reversed though. Too many hats. Librarians know all about that. But you're wearing too many hats, except this one's reversed, so the message is a bit different. Everybody needs a hat or two. Look at you, completely hatless, shirking your obligations. Uh-oh, but for how long? Let's go try on a visor. It will block the shine of that which distracts you. It's easy to get caught up in diversions which are shiny and easy, but you have some responsibilities to tend to, mister. Today, or this week ahead, try to stay focused and on track. Don't allow yourself to get sidelined. And I think that's the big message here, is don't allow little things to sideline you from the more important work that has to be done. This isn't a matter of wearing too many hats. This is a matter of you need maybe a little something like my bucket hat here to block out all the distractions. So stay to your point and your purpose today. I mean, in this week ahead. That's what I would say about that. Oh, interesting, Christine. Thank you for that feedback. So, yeah, did you want to add anything to that?
Not really.
You sure? Did you want to look at it quickly there, the reversal? I would like to look at your Lenormand, too, soon, so...
Well, I always say you have to have the head to wear the hat. So this could be an indication that maybe something isn't exactly right for you and that you shouldn't try too hard to make it fit. Mm-hmm. All right, the Lenormand.
Well, Angel, it might be more magnified this week.
The garden and the ship.
So, move away from that social media, or, you may have to take a break. I am almost wondering here if you've really got some things you're going to have to tend to. And you know how sometimes I know when I follow you on Blue Sky there that sometimes you have to take a pass on doing your cards of the day because things are cropping up for you. I almost sense that this week. Things might be cropping up for you and you have to take a pass from some other stuff. Maybe some engagements with others too. Maybe some, postponing some lunches or having to postpone some, interpersonal engagements because you're just too busy. You have some other responsibilities. Don't let these things distract you this week.
So, right, it's trying to be a jack of all trades when, you don't have the full level there. But a lot of times people try to do more with less because they have no choice necessarily.
Yeah. So I think that's what we have for you this week. Good luck with that. Aren't you guys through finals yet? You're probably getting close, if not.
End of the year, he says. Yep. Alrighty.
The end of the academic year.
You're welcome.
Okay. So that's it. Got it. Well, good luck with that. Good luck. We're on Sile, and I have Sile's question. Hi, Sile. And the question is, well, I'm going to put it out there. I think you saw some of that before because you started reading it for the wrong person. So here it is.
Right.
Oh, the tired part didn't come out because it was too long with her name in there. Sorry. All right. Mentally tired is the end of that line.
Okay.
Oh. I think we've looked at some of this before. Let's see if we can give you a little more insight on that. It seems a little familiar, but it's okay to ask again. Might get a little more insight.
Absolutely. Right.
I'm going to put this back there. I got too many ducks here. All right. Yeah, I think I want to bring out some bird decks and some tree decks, and among other things. Well, I'm sorry you guys are having problems.
Okay, the sun is reversed. The first card. And the Four Swords is reversed. And the Ten of Swords is reversed. And I think it goes almost to the heart of what you asked in a way, too.
What happened here?
What?
Two cards stuck together. All right, I'm going to have to do them all because I can't just put one back. But we'll throw the Lenormand after. I think it'll be okay after. So
Sun
I'm looking
reversed.
at the sun reversed, and I feel here, Sile, I have a feeling here she really doesn't seem to want to focus on the bright side with you at all. That's sort of what I'm feeling here. How does she view you? She just does, she feels negative I'm not sure why. We'll get to that with the other cards, maybe. I almost think the other cards are for you here. But I feel here that she's always looking at things to pick on or just does not see the light side of you enough. She just chooses not to see that. And that's a big part of the problem here. Sure, we have all faults, and parents can tend to pick on them. But if they can't see the light side at all, it's a problem.
Well, I guess metaphorically, it's like she does not see you clearly in the diminished light of the sun. And so that could say that she doesn't appreciate you from an intelligent point of view at all. She may decide that you should be smarter, you're not smart enough, or that other things about you that the sun would indicate, she doesn't see you as having them. And some of that could be, too, that maybe she wants a life for you that you're not quite ready to want for yourself. Sometimes the sun could talk about, somebody's interest in connections romantically and or building families, children. And maybe she looks at you and she wonders if that's going to happen or if that's disappointing, if she doesn't think she feels that from you. I'm not sure if I agree with Banshee that the next two cards are more about you.
I'm doing it two ways. It actually fits for both of you, I feel. But anyway, do you want to go ahead? Or you want to go ahead first with your thought?
Well, I think it's possible that she feels that maybe she has curtailed you, and that maybe you would rise or recover or move on without her in the way, or that she feels that that is your potential. And in another way, maybe that explains a little bit of why she views you that way too, is that she just thinks you're going to leave her, that you're going to move beyond her, and maybe, she hasn't figured out how, as a parent, she is going to have to let you go too, your own way.
Well, I have to be honest with you with these cards. I'm not going to go with what Mr. O said per se, but to me it looks as though, she needs to think more positive thoughts here. I'm looking at the Four of Swords. She needs to put her energy into healing rather than harming. When I see that Ten of Swords reversed, it is a more healing card. She needs to think of ways to lift you up rather than trying to hold you down. And that's what I see is still going on here, maybe to some extent. And for you, I'm feeling you need truly to heal from this, and you need to put your energy into that. So if you mentally need to put distance between yourself and what your mother is saying about you, realizing the truth lies within you and not within her, then do so. But also, if healing means you have to stand up and walk away and move out of this situation, then maybe that's what you have to do.
So what she realizes is that you are going to move beyond her. That's the Ten of Swords, that if you feel that, she holds you back or whatever, she realizes she cannot do that forever, and that you will move away from her, or you will move beyond her influence over you. I think that's what she realizes. I think she also realizes, like we said with the first card, that she doesn't feel brightly about you. She feels that you're not on the right track. So some of this is really her realization that she doesn't feel you're ready in certain ways, but she also realizes you are moving beyond her at some point.
Well, let's throw these out there, see what you think of this. This should go in the middle, Mr. O. It's the clover. And this to the left, the whip, and the cross. So I could look at this a few different ways. The clover, the good news is, the clover really brings a lot of luck and good vibes to this entire reading. So, luck is on your side, fate is on your side here, but you are undergoing a lot of grief and disappointment in the way that your mother is treating you. It makes you feel bad. It hurts you. I feel that. But you can turn this around, with the clover card here, by taking swift, decisive action of some sort. And it's almost like, to me, it's hearkening back to what I said. Either you just have to realize her truth is not your truth, and just let her keep talking to the wall. Right? Let her keep talking to the wall, let it bounce off of you, or you have to take swift and decisive action to say, I'm done and I'm moving on and I'm moving out. I'm moving on with my life. But you definitely have good luck and good vibes surrounding you.
I feel what you say there is very important, and I understand that this work has been a long time for you. And I hope you can appreciate that your father does try to intercede with you. But I think Banshee's right. There may be a lot of luck about you, but this situation is pretty overwhelming, Celie, and you need to try to do what you can as quickly as possible. A lot of this really does depend on more decisive, definitive actions. And so when you're able to, speak your mind and do the thing you need to do, it creates a better impression, or it moves you in a better direction than, putting up with it. And I realize a lot of this is going to be hard for you to figure out.
The cross does reflect the long-term grief that you've been going through as well. So, you can change your fate. The clover is here saying you can do this. So, and you deserve to be treated better. I can see that from the cards here. So, I wish you luck with that. Good luck with that.
All right, I like what you asked there, right at the end. And, I don't see it directly in the cards. I'm just going to take one quick scan at the bottom of the deck. And, yeah, I think so. And I'll tell you why, Celia, because the card I got was the moon reversed. And the moon reversed is when somebody or something does realize things or does find out things. So I think this would be a way of saying that your father does, in fact, know this. Maybe has always
Your father
known it.
knows the truth. He knows the truth of the matter. And that's why he always intervenes.
Yeah.
Because he loves you for who you are, for what you are. And so that's why he tries to intervene here. So
All right.
good luck with that.
We have to move on. Thank you, and hope that was helpful.
And Marita is up.
Hi, Marita.
Okay. And Marita's question is coming up. How am I seen by my manager? Will I be given a higher job position in the near future? Okay, I will get my deck. Give these to Mr. O. Great.
Well, thank you. That's very nice of you
Oh,
to say
thank
that. I
you.
appreciate knowing
And
that.
that's what tarot readings are supposed to do. So
They are, right.
You're very
And-
welcome.
And we always hope that, something, does kind of, bring itself out to a person and that you resonate to that and feel it's helpful. So it's nice to hear that. Thank you.
It's a very happy day. Thank you, Sile. And it's happy for me being here with my tribe, Tarot Tribe.
That's right. Hi, Marita.
Hey, Marita. One more shuffle for you. Let's go. Hey, the Queen of Wands is upright. If nothing else, that's a good sign.
Oh, thank you, CJ. Yes, there's a lot of healing work that can happen through tarot and similar modalities.
Six of Pentacles is reversed. And the Three of Wands is reversed.
All right, in the Lenormand is the Child and the Lily. And that's kind of interesting because
It
they
is.
sort of represent different poles there.
Well, I think it's all pointing to one thing, that it's not going to happen in the short term. It's not going to happen soon.
Not in the near future.
I don't see it in the near future because, well, it's not that you're not trying. You are being noticed. You are being recognized. You are being noticed by the powers that be. But the Six of Pentacles reverse still indicates some disappointment, like you feel you're still doing more than you're getting credit or acknowledged for here, financially. It's not balancing out to you, and I get that. And with the Three of Wands reversed, it's saying, I almost want to go through this because
Go ahead.
honestly, with the Three of Wands reversed, it's saying that you may have to just try harder. I think you're just going to have to, think more long term about this, that it may take a bit longer if you want to stay where you're at to achieve the success you want. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't look elsewhere, maybe if you feel it's taking too long and that you're being taken advantage of. And finally, with the lily and the child, that's exactly what it's saying. It's saying that this place, slow growth is going to happen at the place you're at right now. The lilies talks about that maturing over time, and the child talks about taking steps in stages. And developmentally, children grow slowly. So I think it's not going to happen in the time frame you would like.
Right, I feel that is the basic answer, but the things that we're explaining here probably explain it. The Queen of Wands does say that you're very good proponent and confident to the point where probably people notice you. You can't not necessarily not be noticed because there's something dynamic about you that they like. I wonder if the company or the situation you work in harbors under the idea that the economy isn't strong enough for them to do this at this time. That's possibly how I interpret the reverse Six of Pentacles, that they may feel they are structured to that degree. And of course, sometimes your immediate supervisors or managers are not responsible for your pay level and how that works out. So there may be a sense of this time having to work out there. If they are under, sort of strictures to keep things at a more competitive, that's what they're doing there. And the Three of Wands could be indicating that you're not going to see these opportunities right away, but they may come. There may be a delay to the fact that better opportunities will eventually come. The answer is not in the near future, but it's not clear how long it might take. And like Banshee said, the lily and the child, well, to me, my saying this is that kind of there are opposite kind of poles here. There are things in the company or the situation that want to emphasize you trying to do better or to be more creative or to help them more. But at the same time, they're not indicating how quickly that payoff is. They're sort of hedging a little bit there, saying, it could happen eventually. And I get it. The economy is probably going to get even worse for some people. So it may be a longer ride than you want.
Yeah, how they see you at work, I think, is pretty good, really. But
yeah, that's that Queen of Wands.
Companies sometimes are slow to respond to their good employees, and much to their detriment, because a lot of people will leave if they feel they're being not, taken, or they feel their skills and talents are being taken advantage of. So good luck with this.
It's possible that the Six of Pentacles maybe indicates that they think you have been, feeling that, you're not compensated as well. It's possible that the Three of Wands reversed indicates that maybe you're hoping for better opportunities. So those are things they may see about you, that you are ambitious, but that you're also interested in how it pays off. So good luck with that.
Good luck with that. Country Love is up, and I'm not going to say anything, but I think I messed up the list a little bit. There's been some really weird glitches going on, though.
Do you want me to find the question?
No,
or
I
something?
haven't.
Okay.
But Mona Fey came in before Country Love, I'm pretty sure, and I don't know how you ended at the end, but I'm going to keep it that way and apologize. I'm not sure what happened. There's been some really strange things going on here that I've been working through, so I'm sorry, and I can't explain them. It's not like what happened before. It's not like that. The other show.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know what to say. All right, so I'm posting that again a second time, and here's the question. I thought I'd copied that. Okay, there it is. Lolo, we did yours earlier.
Yeah, you were the first one.
You were the first one we did. Yeah, you were the first one we did after my birthday reading. So go back to the beginning and check that out, okay? You were right after my reading.
Yeah, I hope you can find that. It was at the beginning after Banshee's birthday reading.
Yeah. So good luck with that.
We already did that reading.
We already did that one.
Yeah.
I think we did a reading for you. I remember
did,
that was
we
the
did.
exact question, but I think it was.
Yeah, actually, you're asking another question.
Oh, you're asking another question. You asked about Bushra, right?
Right.
Wasn't that it?
Right. There's only really one question per reading.
Yeah.
Per live stream.
So go back to the beginning and check that out.
You're welcome to come back on another day and ask that other question.
Okay.
All right.
so-
Is it my deck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's your deck.
All right. I just wanted to read it real quickly.
Yeah, I'm reading it too. It was pretty decent, so it turned out well for you. That's good.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. Yeah.
How to manage your new addiction. That's funny.
And I'm using Legend, the Arthurian Tarot. Just throw those out there and see how they feel. All right, so the Ten of Swords upright. The Six of Pentacles or Shields reversed. And the Three of Pentacles or Shields upright. So when I look at that Ten of Swords upright there, oh, okay, Banshee.
Sorry. Thought it'd be wise.
Child in the ship. Well, I almost feel like it says you got to kill it. You have to kill the addiction. Or that maybe the addiction will resolve itself because you'll sort of defeat yourself in some way. You know, being addicted will ruin things for you. I know I'm being a little facetious there.
Well, what I would just say here is you're saying any messages, guidance, how to navigate the new addiction is don't allow it to, do you in. That's the best way to say it is don't allow it to bring you down. So in other words, check yourself a little bit with this and make sure that, it's not overwhelming you. You don't want a good thing to end up betraying you, betraying the love you have for it. So moderate, take things slowly, take things carefully, and realize that sometimes, we can stab our own selves in the back with what we do. So that's an admonition there. What's the second card again?
It's the reverse Six of Shields. That's Pentacles.
Yes, because you could get yourself in some financial imbalances here. Just be aware that, you want to make sure that everything evens out when all is said and done. That if you're buying stuff, it's really useful for you and worthwhile of your purchases. I mean, these are things that you really need and want and not frivolous, especially if it's putting you in a little bit of a hole financially. And otherwise, I would say too, if you're doing business there, then by all means, just make sure it's working for you, that you're not, that you're not winding up in a hole because of it.
I didn't do the second card.
Go ahead, yeah.
Okay, so to me, I need to see the question again. I guess there's a sense of saying really that financially this may balance out for you by realizing that it will unbalance you, that you will have to realize cash flow versus other things. It's an addiction because it's very exciting at the beginning and you see a lot of potential and possibilities, but I think it will call into question your ability to regulate yourself in terms of that, how well you regulate sharing or, your purchasing power, etc.
Well, the Three of Pentacles to me indicates too that I think you'll find this very engaging. You seem to commiserate with others, and and you're getting a lot out of that engagement, a lot of constructive dialogue. Maybe it's giving you more ideas and plans for the future, and it just looks as though it could work out well for you. Just be sure that financially, things are balancing out here, and that because you want, even with what we do here, it's clearly not all about the money with us, right? We do a lot of things for free here. But the bottom line is you don't want to dig yourself into a hole over this. So, be careful about that. Everything else looks pretty good with the 3 cards.
Right. I don't know how well that advice you felt about that. The 3rd card is really a lot more a sense of a journal too, but it does indicate maybe that there's a sense of a team or others' opinions or input that might be helpful in you dealing with what you consider a possible addiction. So with the Lenormand, take child steps as you move towards this. It just happened, but you really are excited. You want to move towards this, but you have to find a way, to kind of do it in more measurable steps. And that's hard when you really feel excited and are drawn to it.
You're the one producing the farmer markets. Am I right? Am I right about that, country? Because I thought
they were invited to.
Because I think you've talked about doing new ventures and maybe doing something on your farm.
I thought you were invited to it, actually.
Oh, okay.
But I don't remember. And I'm not sure if they're here right now. I haven't seen them in a few.
Well, whatever the case may be, I think here Mr. O is absolutely right. The child and the ship. Move slowly, deliberately, and grow, and let this addiction grow in constructive ways for you. Don't move too fast. Don't move too slow. Take care, Angel. We will see you next time. And thanks for the birthday greetings. I appreciate that. On social media and here. I appreciate that. And let this grow, country love, slowly over time. That way you will ensure better chances for it to be a positive experience for you.
Good luck with that.
Good luck with that.
And actually, I believe you're wrong. I captured a screenshot. Mona did come in after country.
Okay.
So,
I'm glad for that. Then I did it right.
Do you need their question?
But there were weird things going on. Let me just say, things kept... Anyway, I'll tell you about it later.
All right. So do you have their question? We are already
in overtime, so let's get to Mona, who's been patiently waiting. She's still here.
Yes, and we appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. And there's Mona, and this is the question...
Mona, are you...
Wait a minute. I may have the wrong question. That looks like the same question that Lolo asked. Are you the same person?
Well, we can't really prove that, and we want to finish, so I think we should just go ahead and do it.
So maybe you ought to retype your question here so I can see it. If you could do that, I'd really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I didn't think I typed it wrong.
Well, I just saw it there, too. It's the same question that the person Lolo wrote a few minutes ago.
And,
and then they retracted that question.
We get a lot of people in here who are sincerely want questions answered, and we really can only take one person per day. So please, if you're that same person, please do not do that again. We don't appreciate that. So Mona, are you still here? I guess I was right.
Yeah, I have a feeling.
Okay, so I think this pretty much ends our show. um,
Yeah, we're going to end our show then.
Unless, Mona, you type your question in now and it's different. But I think if you are being, if you're the other person, Lola Leon, we've answered a question for you once today, and that's all we're going to do. So we're going to close the show now, and I want to thank everybody for being a part of my birthday celebration. It has been a hugely great day. We appreciate you, and I want to thank you sincerely for all your greetings. I'm 69, and I am doing fine, and I hope to continue for many more years. All right. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day ahead, and we hope to see you real soon. Bye-bye for now.